Good morning. Good morning. I don't know why we're hitting certain buttons. How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing this morning? I went out into the garden already, and honey, that sun is not even playing. I went out there and quickly left from out there as soon as the kids got off. Ain't nobody got time to be out there in that heat like that. So I just came through because I ain't been on in a minute. To like sit and chat and talk with anybody. Most of the time, I'll be out there in the garden, moving around and stuff. I still be trying to make a whole bunch of time, but I ain't been on in a long time to just sit, only just to talk. I ain't doing no work except for my mind. Skilly, good morning to Shannon, Pat, and Subby. Thank you very much for subbing. I really appreciate that. How are you this morning? Thank you very much for your subscription. This is first time that I saw you over here. Usually I'm one that's out in the garden, but we don't got no particular thing that we do. Well, there's no particular thing that I actually do over here. Um, you can come over here, life like a box of chocolate over here. You never know what you're gonna get when you come in here. But we talk about a whole bunch of different things, and that's good. I'm glad you're feeling great today. It's a good day. I hope it's nice and I don't know about as sunny as it is over here, but it's hot. It's super duper hot over here, but I'm glad the sun is shining. Nevertheless, I like the rain too, so I don't be complaining about one or the other. Hey Joshua, how you doing this morning? I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope everything going good. I'm just coming out here. Y'all know I'll fall off real quick doing everything else that I be doing. But this morning I was out digging around some of the trees and stuff. And so I said, let me come on here. Skillet. Skillet. I never have a subject over here. I come on here and I just start running my mouth. What you feel like talking about today? Anything you throw out there, we can make a conversation out of it. What you feel like talking about today? That's how I roll over here. Sometimes I come on here and I have a whole lot to talk about. I have a lot of things that be on my mind from time to time. And so sometimes I use YouTube to come on here and just talk about whatever be on my mind. And sometimes it be whatever is on other people's mind, but I've had that experience or whatever before. But I'm just like flow, go with the flow. Absolutely, Skillet. I have heard of the beef sector. I have. I'll be over there. Yep, I've definitely heard of the beef sector. Yeah, you know us. You know we love a little bit of acting up from time to time or whatever. You have to you be entertained and learn some stuff all at the same time. No, I definitely I'm well aware. I'm well aware, yes. No, and I was part of me, I love it, but I love any time that there's a, if I don't like mess that you can't get no message out of. That's what I don't like. And I don't just like I don't just like crazy stuff, just people doing crazy stuff for no reason at all. You know. But yeah, I'm very familiar. Very familiar. Now not with everybody, but I know a few people over there. Is that the only that's the only sector that you hang around in? How'd you get over here to me, Skillet? I'm blaming on the tree because we had some. The Mo three and and the black sector. I know a little bit about the Mo three sector too, just a little bit. And I'm not quite sure what the black sector is. I probably done heard a little bit about them too, but it ain't no. I don't really hang around YouTube like that. I do, however, listen. I do, however, listen over in the beef sector. I've said a few things over in the beef sector or whatever, but yeah, not just like but I don't know everybody over there. Yeah, I'm not that familiar with what there's probably some people I watched in the black sector before, but I just don't know. I don't know. The only sector that I do know about is like know about or been there is the beef sector. Good morning, bench thinker. How are you this morning? Hey, Miss Coffee. How y'all doing this morning? What y'all got going on today? I already done been out in the garden. Who do you know in the beef sector? Well, I'm if you over in the beef sector, I'm pretty sure you know Ben Stinker, you know Miss Coffee. um yeah, I know quite a bit of people over in the beef sector. Do I want to name them all? No, I don't want to name them all, but I know 'em. Who you know? Who all you know over there? In the, who all you know in the beef sector, Miss Skillet? Look at you are on my mind this morning. Yeah, listen, being thinker. It was the same thing because I woke up thinking about Miss Coffee this morning. I woke up thinking about her this morning. It wasn't nothing in particular. It was just I had a thought of you this morning. I haven't seen a whole lot of you or anything, and I know how those timings be. Everyone, I've been there since the beginning. I don't know, but I haven't been there I don't know what the beginning is, so I definitely ain't gonna say that I've been there since no beginning, because I know absolutely not. I have not been there since no beginning. But I can tell you, I can give you a marker of the time that I started watching over in the beef sector is and how I got there. Um what is a TS Madison. Um VS had went to a was this is my first time literally being over there. I just seen it on there one day. My kids introduced me to YouTube. I was looking on YouTube and I just seen this one thing going on with TS Medicine. And for a little while I used to watch I watched probably like 2 or 3 episodes of her and Kaya over there. And I guess that's how I like my YouTube got in the algorithm. And Skilla tells Shauna how many troll pages you have. Oh, okay then. Well, anyways, alrighty then. I have 32 trolling pages. Oh, child. Why you gotta be so many people? Anyways, but this is how I got over there. I watched a couple of TS Medicine and Kaya do their thing. What it was, the Queen Supreme Court or something like that. I watched like 2 or 3 episodes of that. And from I guess from me watching that, then like I felt like anyways, I don't know how all that stuff worked. But anyways, I fell into the algorithm during that time right there. So anything that happened like around that time, because I was watching, that whole situation happen. And so that's where I stayed at and that's what I watched. And so whenever that happened, that's during the time that that I started watching over in the beef segment. I have as she admitted, she said she got 32 trolling pages, honey. You busy, you super busy. Skillet owns the beef segment trademark. Dang, for real, oh, really? This the gardening state the road. Hey, we about growing over here. She said what you call a rose? You call a rose. So yeah, Rose is she might be interested in growing with us over here. Um, but yeah. You better say skill. Yeah, she came right on in. I asked her how you found me over here in the flowers in the flower section. uh how you found me over here in this area. Good morning, Angels Fire News. How you doing this morning? It's been a minute since I just came on this morning to sit and have conversation with y'all. I ain't been able to. I haven't sat down, and this morning I always you say you're a mess over me. Oh, okay then. Oh my goodness. Well, all right then. I don't like a whole bunch of mess, and it's not in my life. I got enough mess. I got enough mess in my life. So I've been missing your lives. Had to watch the replays. Um, I've I've been on Angel. I've been on very sporadic, going up and down, changing the times and everything when I do. So I be all over the place. It's like whenever I feel like doing things, and then too, I've been a lot busy, like with you know, life. Just like Miss Coffee said, we over here, life just be happening. So, um, but yeah, okay, and I see Miss Skilla say that she's messy. Well, Miss Skilla, I don't really care for messy over here, and I I really try my hardest to stay out of any of that kind of stuff right there. And what I do believe in is I believe in putting a whole lot of prayer on top of on top of anything that's messy. Um that you know come around. But live it how you live it. Do you still TikTok to Shauna? Yes, ma'am. I Bench thinker, I do go over there, and I go over there more like if something like hit me to go over there. But yeah, I do go over there. I don't understand how to use it. I hate the autoplay. Well, that's a lot of the reasons that Bench thinker. That's a lot of the reasons why when they go to switching up everything and stuff. I was very comfortable with it at first when I started over there, but and two, I don't have a lot of my kids that use the internet and stuff like that, crazy like that. They not around me right now, so like I don't be trying to interrupt their day and call them and try to figure out how to use this other stuff. I don't be bothering people with nothing like that. So I just try to go with what I know. I just try to go with what I know instead of bugging people and stuff all the time and trying to figure it out. So they don't went over there and changed all the stuff. I don't want to go over there and be touching anything because the same content like what I be posting, like my shorts and stuff like that. Like I can be posting that stuff over there too. But I just don't. I get frustrated easy. So, and maybe I need to not begin so frustrated and just kind of like figure out. But when I did get a moment and like woosah and take my time or whatever, I can figure it out real easy. But I really don't like. I don't really like computers and stuff like that. I just don't. I'm trying to figure out how people be taking their cameras and stuff and doing that. And I got ways of learning how to do the stuff or whatever. I got people that offer to ask the question, Shauna, you can learn whatever. But anyways, yeah. Ben's think yeah, are we friends over there? If you over on TikTok, then shoot. If I have let me get back over there and figure something out. I won't bring you my mess. Well, I really do appreciate that skillet. Really, I do. Someone from it made 13. Well, I done heard somebody say that now I watch Peach McIntyre too on here sometimes. And I hear her talking about if you join over on the TikTok shop and stuff like that. I just I don't again, I said I hear about all of this stuff and sometimes I consume information and everything and sometimes it get consuming all of that information with everything else that I have going on in life is sometimes be overwhelming. So I'd be like, let me back off of it. But I feel like when it's time for me to get it, like I'll get it. But I don't be whatever I'm doing here. I don't want to be overwhelmed with it. Lord, I'm looking at a burlap string. And to me it looked like it was legs moving or something like that. And instantly I was about to switch up some stuff. uh this light is very aggravating. Um Someone but okay, this is what I was saying. I was watching Peach McIntyre and she was talking about how you can make money over on TikTok, joining the TikTok shop. So I don't know exactly how you do it or any of that stuff right there. But right now it's just like I feel like of course I want to make money. I want to make money doing YouTube and stuff like that. I do. I'm cautious sometimes of what I say while I'm on here. But I also too like I don't want to come on here and just be doing it because I want to make money. I want to enjoy what I'm doing I want to talk about what I want to talk about when I come on here, you know. And the times that I don't feel like coming on here, I don't want this to be something that's pressure for me. That's what that's what I don't want. I don't want to get up there and then yeah. I don't know. Am I making sense to anybody? Because listen, I'm just shaking the table everywhere, making the camera shake. But I just right now I'm not interested in making it like heavy for me. I never at this point right now I didn't even think that I would have as many subscribers as I do or any of that stuff. I wasn't trying to be like that. I was like on a year like regimen or whatever. And then that's why I encourage people post your shorts and stuff all the time. You just never know. The one short that you post may get you boom this. It took one short for me to put something out there, and then I got this big number like this. And I'm looking at it and I'm looking those numbers make me feel like almost like it's a force to do something that I've been forced to do stuff all my life. So I'm looking at them numbers and I'm thinking to myself, the numbers can be right there where they is for right now. Let them do what they do. When I get there, I get there. So I don't want to be, I don't want to do nothing extra. I'm telling you, my life is already hectic and crazy enough. I just don't come on here and share everything with everybody, and I ain't. And I'm gonna continue to do that and share whatever it is that I want to share, not whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want a number that says 16,000 people or whatever to push me to do anything that I'm not ready to do. I've been pushed far enough to do things that I didn't want to do in my life, and it is what it is. So I look at those numbers and I'm just like, I see them. Do I walk around or do I represent those? Absolutely, I represent them because I made regardless of whether I did it with one video or 15 to 20 of them. Those are my those are my numbers. I did what I did and I got what I got for those numbers, but I don't want no numbers to like push me anywhere. If you have StreamYard, I will come and chat it up with you so you can get to know me. Okay, Skillet, I'll be on I come on the live stream from time to time, but a lot of times I just hit the live button. But I appreciate that. And I don't do too much of no beef sector stuff. But okay. You say you messy and everything, but we gonna keep it we gonna keep it cool over here. I wanna see pineapples, please. I Miss Coffee. We done ate almost all the pineapples that we got out there. If I see, I to right now, I think what we counting on, we counting probably like what about 13 pineapples? We got 13 heads, 13, 14, somewhere in there, 13, 14, 15. But in the garden still, all that I see that we got left in there is I see one. But I told y'all I can't really see over there. I only see the one though because it's starting to get some color on it or whatever, and it's like out on the edge. So yeah, we do us over here. This is our safety. I'm pushing pineapples and chickens. I'm pushing pineapples and chicken. How's this amended soil season? I don't know because I just stuck some stuff in the ground. I just stuck some more things into the ground the other day, and I'm waiting for them to start peeking their head up before I go back out there in the garden and I hit the live button inside out in the garden to show y'all what's coming up now. Because I showed y'all I destroyed it. I don't want it to be like we watching paint dry on the wall. Shay doing good. I showed Shay the other day on here. And remember I told y'all I thought Shay was going to have to be alone. Well, the new baby chickens that we had all them together, and Shay had been by herself all that time, and when we finally merged the two of them together, Shay is like she the mother to those baby chickens. So Shay is actually doing very very good, very good. I'm gonna have to show you to her, but I showed them I showed them on live the other day. You drawing out okra seeds. We just pulled. My daughter pulled up those the big okras that was back in the back where I let everything die off. We pulled. She pulled those things up. So I don't know how much okra seeds on there. But right now, with all the okra seeds that I already have, I don't need no more okra seeds right now. It's like I'm overflowing with them. So I've already planted more okra plants. I'm gonna show y'all those. They done came and probably they about this tall right now. But we're gonna do another garden tour before this week is over with, because I'm sure some other stuff gonna be like peeking its head up over in the garden. I want something to be exciting out there to show y'all. Not that the garden ain't excited. I can go out there and show y'all me digging in the dirt all day long because I was doing that this morning. We can talk about life and our goals and God. All right, Skillet. If that's what we gonna talk about over here, we can talk about that. We can talk about that for real. How's little okay, man? We got how's the new garden? The new garden bed. We still in the same spot that we in right now. Right now, I have had it offered to me that I can possibly get the wood for free, and right now, the rest of my wood that I added up for that would everything that I need to complete the bed. We talking somewhere around about $300 to complete the bed, and I had an offer made to me. It consists of probably taking some things apart or something like that to get it finished. But I'd rather go that way than to spend money. So we waiting on that right there. We paused a little bit. I can pause for that just a little bit so I can get what I need and not have to put out money to be able to do it. So right now that's where we at with the garden bed. How's the family? Miss Coffee, you did you you should have out there this morning. You was how's the family? The family is it's going. It is going. I don't have any at this moment. I don't have anything to complain about. Yes, I still have moments where I just want to be on an island by myself sometimes. I still get those feelings and I still have the option to do that. It's just I'll be trying to practice not doing the same thing that I've been doing from before. So but other than that, it's like everything else is, you know, going pretty good. Um we ain't had no new chickens hatching. None lately. Shalissa doing good. I said, yeah, you see my nephew also. He done started him a little garden, which is always. I'm very excited every time I see that. The stuff that I do out in the garden, that it encourages somebody else to go and start them a garden and do something do something different. So I'm excited about that. Like I was smiling from ear to ear when I seen that she posted that my nephew started him a garden too. Yeah, she is doing good over there. This big okra scared me. I won't eat it. It probably go if it get too big, Miss Coffee, you know it'll be like chewing on a piece of a toothpick, a piece of wood. That's what it'd be like if they get too big. My husband say when they start to get the ridges, in the okra, they starting to get too hard. So when they start to get big like that, because we go to the jumbo variety, and he still be saying, don't let them grow that big. Don't let them get too big. So you know, it is what it is. But I got my niece. She'll pull a okra off the leaf, off of the plant outside, and she'll bite into it from right off the plant. I can't do it. To me, it seems like it'll be chalky. um, She said, Skilla said, I wish I had a green thumb so I can grow things. You ain't even gotta have no green thumb. If you shop in the vegetable section, she said I can grow an artificial plant. Yeah, I think all of us can, but they even die at some point to a artificial plant because the color in them show go away and make you look like they need some fertilizer or something in them. But you can grow anything if you shop over in the fresh vegetable section. Over there in that area. Um, when you buy tomatoes and anything that have seeds in them over there, flake them off onto the ground. You don't have to have a green thumb to grow those things. Just flake some of the things on the ground and get you a little section where you won't cut it off. Keep the weeds from out of there. You can grow it, and then when it ain't doing what you think it should do, then that's when you hit YouTube up instead of being messy. Instead of being messy on YouTube, look up on YouTube what's wrong with my plant. Why is it looking this way? And then it will tell you. And I'm not joking. I'm telling you, this is how I did it, and you can ask anybody on here. That's how I always explain. Like if you don't know how to do something, come on here and look it up, or either Google it to figure out what's going wrong with it. It's an easy fix. I got spinach, greens, and lettuce outside. I haven't planted any more collard greens, but I need to because the ones that I got out there, the aphids is really showing out on them. And then I went out there and sprayed them with dish detergent the other morning, but I sprayed it a little bit too late because the sun came out and then it started baking. It baked the leaves on my collard greens, so they out there looking very shriveled up right about now. But yeah, that's what I planted in the lower part of the garden bed. So far I don't know if you've seen it, Miss Coffee, but I did zucchini, pumpkins, onions, um I don't forgot what all more sweet potatoes, all of that good stuff right there. So we done planted some stuff out there. I have to go out there and walk around because it's so much. It's too much stuff, and then moving stuff around and all of that good stuff. But yeah, I need a vacay badly, and it's so sad. Money ain't even the issue. Wow. Well, that's a good thing to be able to say that is not the issue. No, it grows big. Yeah. Okay then. Miss Miss Coffee go on. Miss Oh Lord. Just fat. Just fat. I put that 4 inches. Uh Send me a picture of it, Miss Coffee. Let me see. Let me see how it. That's how my husband be saying he wants you to pick them when they be like about that size right there. Oh, thanks, sugar. I'm 63, not too old to take advice. I know that's right. And you know what? And if you don't want the advice, all you have to do is tell me. But I am so serious when I say that, Skillet, that if you buy tomatoes and even if you buy okra and stuff like that over in the fresh vegetable section, I'm telling you, don't buy no seeds or no nothing if you think you don't have a green thumb. And another thing is, if you're growing something and if you can show it what you have, you obviously have a page on here. If you can show it, there's us gardeners that are in here that grow things that we are able to answer your questions about the things that you're growing in the garden. So, but I need zucchini. Egg planted out. What you did with? Did you do you fry the eggplants? I only grow squash and zucchini. Well, my husband never eat squash and stuff like that, just like by itself. But I don't eat none of that stuff. Anything that's got like a slimy feel to it like that, I don't do none of that stuff like that. The only reason I love growing squash and zucchini, I love the sensation that when you cutting. squash and zucchini, I love the feel that you get when you slicing it. That's my second reason for liking it. But my first reason that I like growing squash and zucchini because that's what I put. People, a lot of people put a lot of ground beef in in their um their spaghetti. I don't. I do a lot of squash and zucchini in my spaghetti, and it seasons it so good, and you don't have to use a whole lot of salt, no nothing. So I just like to grow it and cut it up and keep it in my freezer or whatever. But right now, unfortunately, I have none because I haven't been able to grow anything. We grew one squash one squash this year because the what you- the squash vine borers took over the squash plants and everything that I showed y'all. I showed y'all already that, and I showed y'all us having to pull them up out of the ground and all of that good stuff. So you already know um that. Oh yeah. Well, yours get the ridges in it. That purple one, oh Miss, that purple one look amazing. I like the way that one look right there. That is pretty. Now, see, I never had an okra that looked that. I never had a purple okra before. That thing is pretty right there. You got them all different sizes. But if I did them like what he said to do, then I won't never get a chance. They won't get that big because yours have the ridges in it already that he talk about. He like to cut them as soon as they get as soon as they get the ridges in them. So, um, but yeah, that's why I like to grow squash and zucchini because of that. Okay, then I got to. I tried to grow collard greens before in the spring. I watered them every day. It didn't grow. Um, did you? Cause see, collard greens is something skillet that you can literally go outside. You don't need to dig no hole or anything. Like we literally, if we let our collard greens and onions and stuff like that, if we let it go to seed, um the seeds literally will drop on the ground and plant themselves. We don't even have to do anything to them. So collard greens is like something. So what I'm literally asking is maybe when you planted them, maybe you planted them a little bit too deep or something like that. I don't know what it is, but literally, if you want to try collard greens again, I mean, it come with a million seeds with it. Just take some and sprinkle them on top of the ground. You will be amazed at the stuff that'll just sprinkle some on the ground and grow. We talked about that quite a few times over here. Um how you don't really have to go and do a whole bunch of anything, but if no time is the right time, right now is the right time to be out there trying to make you some kind of garden or whatever, because I don't think you're gonna be able to depend on getting um safe things from the store for too long. You can't have it catching hell trying to get it from there now. I had cheese ravioli with grilled tomatoes, cabbage, okra, peppers, onions. It was so good. Ooh, Miss Coffee. I already told you I don't eat okra like that either. The only way I eat okra is they gotta be fried. I knew there's one lady that knew how to cook collard greens with okra in them without having that slimy stuff to them. I can eat them that way. I tell you, I grow a lot of stuff. I grow a lot of stuff that I don't eat, and I grow a lot of things. I cook a lot of things that I don't eat. Um, I'm a simple kind of person. I like the potatoes that I grow. I like tomatoes. I don't have not one tomato plant growing right now. After all of those tomato plants that I planted back there, I don't have one tomato plant um growing. Do I have tomato seeds planted? I absolutely do, but they have not come up yet. So I don't have nothing but Um, will I have some? I'm absolutely gonna have some. I ain't gonna be around here like and be saying and Skillet to let you know I grew a half an acre of stuff out there and it all went down. So just cause some collard greens went to waste, don't worry about it. Go on, still try something else. That's the one. That's the that's the one I'm scared of. Miss Coffee, you know I'm behind in the chat, so I don't even know which one you scared of. The purple one. It's too big. Oh yeah, too much water. Yeah, they love the water. I got tomatoes all over, waiting to get the compost being done. Yeah, I done showed you. I had a whole bunch of tomatoes, but when I left them and everything. But anyways, I told y'all before I left those tomato plants out there that I had all over that I had growing. So many was out there. The sun was already like this. Florida sun is doing something different over here. So usually the tomatoes love the full sunlight, and that's why I say when I broke them down this time, I have to consider planting them somewhere else because they were not doing good. They were not doing good out there. And so I have to figure out a different place for me to plant my tomatoes in because out there in that full sun was not getting it. Maybe over there closer to like where I had the sunflower seeds planted at before, then I need to go with that side. Somewhere that's like shaded more throughout the day than the full sun that the tomatoes had on this time because it burnt all of that stuff up. Um, is there a special time to plant? Right at when the summertime is going away, because collard greens actually is a plant that love cool weather. Skillet, if you want to grow collard greens, the best time for you to like right when the summertime getting ready to leave or whatever, that's a good time for you to plant them. You can actually start them inside your house in the windowsill if you want to. You don't have to wait to start them outside. But yeah, out there. Greetings, majority herbal seasonings are medicinal. Yeah, I don't do any of the medicinal. Hi Roger Gonzalez. Thank you for coming through. I don't grow any medicinal things. I've told that I had some things that are here around here, but I haven't really got into that because I don't really want to be overwhelmed. It's like sometimes I overwhelm myself with just the vegetables and the fruit and stuff that I grow here. I overwhelm my own self at sometimes, so I try not to like venture. I'll go and watch other people do it, and I like to hear about it. But absolutely will talk about it. But me trying to get into trying to grow it and stuff like that, I don't want to be overwhelmed just right now. So but I do be excited to hear that other people grow like that. But um, check your planting zone, Rose. Yes, that's another thing you can do is check your planting zone. And then another thing too is when you talking to me, I try anything. I don't care what time of the season it is. That's something growing. I'm over here in Florida where it is hot most of the time. So I can grow a lot of stuff all times of the year where you may be in a cooler climate and you may not be able to do that. So but over here is the best time growing collard greens. Like it's like when it for me over here this summertime is the time, this last part of summer, like let me see, like September, August, September, I say over here in Florida is in Central Florida where I am is the best time for me to plant collard greens because collard greens grow better over here in the cool weather. So like when this heat come and everything, I have to worry about the aphids and that stuff like that. The other stuff I don't have too much problems with like the worms and stuff like that. I don't have a lot of issues with that type of stuff like that. Thank you, Jesus, that I don't. But broccoli and stuff like that. Cooler times is better over here for me. So I'm not sure of your timing. Ask Google what the same. Where do I check it at? You can go on. You can go and Google it. Your to find your planning zone. You can put it in Google where you live at, and it'll tell you what the best time to plant stuff and everything. The only thing that I'm good at it, I can't tell you about your zone or whatever. I can only tell you about how I do stuff over here, and I'm a daredevil when it comes to the garden stuff. I plant stuff when it ain't time to plant. I go against what it say on the paper. People be saying, don't do this right here with your fertilizing this right. I'm the person that I be over here and I be trying all kinds of things. And some of those things cause me problems over here. And some of them don't. I find out they actually work for me. So, different things. And myself over here, a lot of things that I work with over here, I only work with chicken poop. The rest of it, I don't use any other fertilizers or any of that stuff. And maybe I need to. I don't know. But so far, that's what's been working for me. And that's all that I use. All her herbal greens boost your palate's strong immunity. Absolutely, that is true. Um, but for me myself, I have collard greens growing all year round. I think ever since I've been growing, I haven't been without collard. I haven't been without collard greens. If I ain't growing anything else, but y'all always know when I be saying I'm not growing anything, I'm talking about like vegetables and stuff like that right there. I am actually growing those. I have collard greens, pineapples, mangoes. I always have something growing. Right now, we just cut a bunch of bananas off the banana tree and everything. We always got something growing. When I'm saying that we ain't got stuff growing, I'm meaning, that kind of stuff. Um, right now I'm on a canning thing. I actually want to learn skillet. I don't know how to can right now, but I actually want to. I want to learn, and I don't want to learn off of the computer. I've seen other people done. I actually want to do it hands on, so I can learn how to do the process. And once I learn how to do the process, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on and popping. Once I learn how to do the process of canning, you don't know a lot of stuff. I give away a lot of stuff because I have a lot of overage. And I don't mind doing that or whatever, but I would love to learn how to can. I give away a lot of stuff because I don't want it to go to waste. Um, and everything. But if I knew how to can, I still would give stuff away, but I would can more than what I give away, if that makes sense. But right now, the green things that I'm growing right now, I have the collard greens, but they ain't doing what I want to do. So I do plan on planting more collard greens and redoing the bed where they are. But I'm gonna grow them, and then I'm gonna start my collard greens in the little pots on the inside first, and then let them do their thing, and then bring them out. But as far as the greens right now, I'm growing spinach and collard greens so far. The spinach ain't really came up yet. You have to plant a lot of that. I don't even know if I planted enough of it, so I'm giving what I do have out there a chance to come up, and I'll probably go back and put some more seeds in between them. Um, all herbal greens boost. Right now I'm on a canning thing. I'm going to can tomatoes and making apple butter like my grandma did. Oh man, apple butter sounds real good. How so what you do with skillet, you go to the grocery store and you just buy tomatoes and stuff like that in bulk, and then you can them in that way. Yeah, I heard it. I actually watch people on here. It's a lady on here called they're called Homestay at Heart. Her and her husband do it on here. I watch her can sometimes, and I kind of like got the gist of it from watching her or whatever, but still, then I just like, and I know some people, I know someone personally that knows how to do it. So it's just like I'm patiently waiting for that time to come. Um, and two, I know once I learn that part of the process, then it only makes, once I learn something new, it adds, I feel like I add another pressure onto myself whenever I learn something, because I feel like once I learn it, it's like, you know what they say, if you don't use it, you lose it. So like when I feel myself straying away from it or whatever, it's like I get crunked into using it because I don't want to lose what somebody has taught me. So no, I absolutely want to learn how to can. And then too, Skillet, that's a good thing that if you canning, but the only thing is, okay, say you going to the store and you buying your tomatoes and stuff in bulk, because I actually love tomatoes. I love canned tomatoes. I absolutely do. Whenever we go shopping or whatever, I buy more canned tomatoes than I buy of anything. But just imagine you going to the store and even if you buying organic tomatoes, it can say that it's organic, but you don't absolutely know if you getting organic tomatoes for real, because I done seen all these videos and stuff that be saying this stuff be organic and it came on a truck just like everybody else getting their stuff from the store. You don't know what you're gonna get. But if you can take some of them seeds from them very tomatoes that you going to the store to get, and go squeeze some of them seeds on the ground. You ain't gotta do a whole bunch of anything to it, and keep some water on the tomato plant and let it grow your own tomatoes. Then you will know where you got them from. And I guarantee you the tomatoes that you grow in your own yard, you'll be blown away with how they taste versus what you're getting from the store. Yeah, I don't. Hey, Miss Coffee, I don't know about doing no. I don't know about doing no meat. No, I listen. That's one thing I ain't thought about. Mm-mm. I ain't thought about doing no meat. I'm scared. Right, Roger. Or GMOs in it. Like you don't know what you getting in that stuff that they saying that you're supposedly buying organic. I don't trust anything, and that's why like when my mangoes and stuff grow on my tree, I could kick back and comfortably say the mangoes that I grew on my trees are straight organic. Um, no fertilizer thrown on them. Well, no, we put fertilizer. We put What we did, well, we cleaned from around the bottom of the tree, and we fertilize around the bottom. I didn't mean to say no fertilizer, but we don't put. We did not do no pesticides or no any of that stuff. On the mangoes, they had all the markings and everything to show that all of them were not pretty, but they were pretty delicious. Absolutely. And right now I'm so sad even talking about them because they all gone. But man, if I knew how to can and everything, like we probably be making us some apple butter. Something, or not, we can't be apple butter. We'll make us some mango butter or something. Like I heard somebody made some mango salsa with with the mangoes that I grew, some other stuff. But me, I this time when mango season came around, I was on my everybody else was doing the watermelon challenge. Eating watermelons every day. No, I was eating mangoes with apple cider vinegar, salt and pepper on them every single day. I was eating like 2, 3 mangoes every day. And I ain't talking about them little old bitty tiny mangoes everybody are talking about. I'm talking about I like the big mangoes. And right now I'm talking about a mango. I The store don't have no justice on the mangoes that you grow around here. So let me get myself right on off of talking about those mangoes or whatever. But this morning I looked out and I saw for the first time that I have blooms on the tree for what, I don't know what y'all call them. We call them Chinese plum trees. We you can't never get it right. But I see blooms on there with my Chinese plum. Some people call them loquats or whatever. I don't know, but they little old bit of orange, like orange yellow, like fruit. What you call them? Mangoes in seasons. It's my bread. Mangoes in season is my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hey, Roger. Hey, you know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. When them mangoes was there and we was getting them off the tree like that, that was breakfast. That was breakfast and lunch right there. That's what I ate every day. And sometimes, to be honest with you, mangoes was breakfast, lunch, and dinner for me. And my kids was like, "Mom, you can't just you just can't keep eating the mango every day and mangoes every day all day." Yes, I was. They was doing they watermelon kicks and all of that stuff. That's what I was doing. I was eating my fresh mangoes, and then I started to learn. I had this one lady that came and got mangoes from me. She only wanted like 10 mangoes, but what she really wanted was, who know about mango leaves? What do you do with the mango leaves? She not only wanted the mangoes, she was a Spanish lady. She not only wanted the mangoes, and she's not the only one. I've had two Spanish ladies come to me now and ask me for some of the leaves off of the mango tree. And I gave them to them, and one of them started to explain to me that um the mango tree, the leaves on the mango tree, um right, Skillet, okay, come through. That's what she said. They want to they clean them, put them in the sink and clean them, get all the dirt and stuff off of them, and they put them on the stove in water and they boil them to make a tea, like a mango leaf tea. And they drink it, and they said it's very good for like high blood pressure, sugar, and those type things like that. And so they drink it as a tea. So here I am, in that way I may have something medicinal in my yard from what they saying I actually do. I've never tried it before or whatever, but maybe I need to get in that too. I know they're putting something in our chicken app. And Skillet, I raise my own chickens here, so I'm even scared of that, because I heard that even with I heard hearsay again, allegedly, that you can go inside of Wally World, which and I'm sure y'all know who that is, but say that you can go in there and stick a magnet to their chicken and pick it up with the magnet. I don't know how true that is. I haven't been to a store and bought chicken in God knows how long. And the last time that I did go and buy chicken from a store, it was from Aldi. And I'm still scared of that right there. But we got, push come to shove, I got my own chickens. We got our own eggs and all of that stuff right there, right here in the yard. But I do believe that too. They don't even look normal. I went and processed my own chickens and stuff before. And if you've ever processed your own chicken before, you know that the chicken in the store and the chicken that you go and process your own self do not look the same. And I know what I feed. I know what I feed my chickens. My chickens eat um, rolled oats, whole corn, sunflower seeds, and what you call the little mealworms. Yeah. So but the whatever chicken you get from the store, it does not look the same as when I go and process my chicken. And I trust the chicken that I raise myself, because I can see what we do with them. I know what we do with them. I know what we feed our chickens and everything. And when I tell you, it doesn't look the same. It's not the same. Because wings were not that big, but my mom bought them when I was a kid. No, nothing ain't the same. Nothing ain't the same from back in those days. Especially skilled, if you saying you 63 years old. Nothing is the same from back then. But back in those times, you never had anybody telling you you shouldn't eat this and you shouldn't eat that, or you can't eat this, or this gonna cause this and this gonna cause that. No, you ate everything in the world. You ain't have none of the issues that they got going on in this world today, or no, none of that stuff back then. And you ate whatever came on that dinner plate. when it came to our parents, our grandparents, and all of that stuff grew up on all of that stuff, and none of them had the issues like what's jumping out the closet um at this day and time. Heard people using heard people using them. True. Yeah, I don't know. I have I gone to maybe I can go and make I go and get me a a magnet and we go and walk in Walmart and see if I can pick up a chicken with the and if that happened to me, I oh my gosh, like I think it was scared of day it was scared of daylights out of me. But we learned a long time ago. You don't go and don't buy no meat from them. Good morning. Hey brown eyes, how you doing this morning? Good to see you. Is it even still? Oh, it's 10:51. We still good. It's still time to say. Um, I learned a long time ago, and if it listen, if it's a lie, the people in Walmart told me right. Now we don't went in there a couple of times back in the days. And I'm gonna say the last time I heard somebody say it, but I've been not buying meat and stuff from Walmart. I go to the butcher, but um we done went in there a couple of times. And this one last time, me and my son was at the store, and he had bought some chicken. When we got to the car, like he was putting stuff in his hand, he was like, "Dang, something smell real bad. Something smell real bad." Yeah, yeah, we do fish. Um, Something smell real bad. Then after a while, he like lift his hand up and he smelled his hand, and then he looked at it again and it's like he was like, "I think it's that chicken." I was like, man, what? And it was the only pack of meat that he had bought from out there because he had wanted some chicken that night or whatever. And he was like, I gotta take this back in there. Um, when he took the meat back in the store, the girl in the store said, "Do you know this is the most stuff that ever gets returned is their meat always in this store." I say, "Oh." He was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah." That's what that's mostly what gets returned here. She's like, "I never buy meat from out of Walmart." She's like, "Cause they disgusting." And I was like, "Well, damn! If the person that work in the store telling you that they won't even buy meat from out of here, and you work around this stuff every day, all day, then why would I want to buy anything? Why would I want to buy anything from out of there?" And that's not the first time that I heard somebody say that. I've been hearing about it for a long time, but I've never been a person. I just don't buy for years. For years. Even when even before I moved from out of Gifford, I used to go all the way to Fort Pierce to go and buy go to the meat house in Fort Pierce. I used to go to the butcher. I have never been the person that want to go to Walmart and stuff like that and go shopping for meat. I don't trust it. That's why I fish. I catch it fresh, trout, bass, catfish, and perch. Um, Skillet, yes. And well, and right now I will say to you, there was a time when I used to love fishing. We used to fish every single day. It don't matter if we went in the morning or we went at nighttime. But when I lived in Vero Beach, we fished every single day, every day. Absolutely loved it. We didn't eat fish every day, but we went fishing every day. And sometimes we would go fishing, we'll give them away to somebody, my mom, different people, whatever. And sometimes we'll clean them and we'll, have them for ourselves. But when we want fish, we go and personally catch it ourselves. Or sometimes we got neighbors that I love bass. That's what I love bass. That's my favorite. That and snapper. Snapper, when we was in Vero, mangrove snappers, oh my god. That was that was my thing. Oh, and when we was growing up, mullet. Mullet fish was, the thing. Anytime you're gonna have a fish fry, it's a whole bunch of mullet and catfish and stuff there. But yes, but here lately, talking about fishing, whatever. I already told him the other day when fishing for me right now consists of when we getting ready to get in this here car. I got my favoriteest pillow, and it's going to the side because we have to travel a little bit now that we moved to Central Florida. We got to travel a little bit to go fishing. I'm getting my pillow, and I'm finna be linked to the side, sleep on the way going there. Before we even make it 2 to 3 minutes away from the house, I'm already gonna be leaned to the side, knocked out. And then when we get there, I ain't gonna be too anxious about jumping out of there to go fishing. My husband and the children, they gonna go and do their thing. And as soon as they all start catching fish and everything, they'll just keep running. They'll keep running back and forth to me to show me what they done caught. What they done caught. And then after a while, I just give up and I'll be like, all right, then let me get on up and go on ahead and go out here and fish with these kids and my husband. But other than that, I done fished so much back in the days. I grew up. My grandma them kept us on the fish creek and stuff. So it's like they say it leads me beside the still water and restores my soul. That's what I go on the side of the water for now. And not too much of the fishing. That's what I like going, on the fish creek for now. Um See, Miss Coffee, I'll be the one to tell you that I don't like salmon. I done tried a flounder before. See, that's the fish with the eyes on the on the same side of its on the same side. Two eyes on the same side. Look real crazy. I done tried the flounder before. That's very good. But the salmon, I ain't never tried salmon before. And guess what? I ain't even trying to try it. I don't know what make me so scared of and make me scared to try it. But let me tell you something. It's only one way to me. It's only one way to eat fish. It's only one way to eat fish, and putting it in the oven uh is not the one that I choose. So I guess to me, like, you don't fry salmon, do you? I think everybody agree that they put salmon, like, now have I cooked it before? Yeah, I done cooked salmon before. I'm gonna season it and do it like I do when I'm getting ready to fry some fish or whatever. But all I know is to stick it in the oven and and put it in the oven. Um, but I ain't gonna eat it. I ain't gonna eat no baked fish. What you say Virginia spots are good. What you mean, the is that fish or is that a place to go and fish at? Yeah, I ain't going way to no Virginia is a long way. I like to visit Virginia. I love Virginia. But y'all know. Okay, Miss Coffee. Well, I've been on here for and 10 minutes now. Um a place you gotta go and fish. Now, I've never been fishing in Virginia before, but it's very is there some potential places that could have been fished in or whatever? Is like yeah, I know, like when we was over there, like my husband probably looked over there and he was like, yeah, I could have my fishing pole and stuff with me right now. But like we went on the Potomac, and where the Potomac is the only other place, and I know it's like some places like you can move around it to be able to maybe fish. I ain't see nobody fishing there, and I wasn't there for no fishing, no ways. I was there to like do some other exciting and fun things. So um okay, going on Nana duty. Oh, I Miss Coffee, I done been off. I ain't have it on Friday and this weekend and yesterday and today. So I've been free for a minute. And right now it's like Nana duties for me is like You got to constantly stay everywhere where he is. You can't get up and move around, because if you move around, it's like he don't, you the only one he won't. Is like and he cry and whine about everything right now. Any child, I can't wait until he broke out of that stage right there. But he getting better. I'm glad that we had that one solid week. Um so I'm glad that we had that one solid week, so everything like calmed off. But like now the weekend and came through, so um I'll be back at Nana duties probably towards the end of this week or whatever. But you all, I just came through to hit y'all up. We'll be I'll be back on here to give a garden tour. I might come back on here and do it today, because I might walk out in the back where we got the garden beds at, and see something popping up through the soil the other day. That done popped up through the soil this morning that I haven't seen. And whenever I see it, I like y'all to see it with me. But right now, to me, it was just like the garden bed is. I done showed y'all everything that I can show y'all in it right now. It haven't moved to anything, so anything new that pop up out there, I'm gonna show it to y'all. So, if I go out there and I spot that something else that came up out there, then I will be back on here to share it with y'all for sure. But I appreciate you all for coming through and sharing your time with me over here with Life with Tashana, where life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. This is real life over here. We ain't over here making up no nothing. We just going with the flow of whatever is happening for the day, and whatever conversations we come up with in the chat. If I didn't come on here with anything else, hey, Selena. I hope everything has been good with you. I've been over there peeking in the bushes and stuff like that, Selena, and I don't necessarily say nothing up. But the other day, I was talking about you the other day, that I went back and watched the video that day, Selena, that I came up there on your panel. And honey, when I went back and rewinded that thing and found out that it was Hassan Campbell on that day when I had came up on the panel, I was like, oh my God. I was like, I hope these people did not think I was over there to defend or Hassan Campbell about nothing. I could have crawled up under the table but those them learning lessons, those learning lessons of when you walk in the room, you sit there and you just like study the room and see see what the conversation about before you come in there. But yeah, I talked about that the other day. I think it was in the video. Are they accountable or something like that? But yeah, anytime I walk into the room and they talking about anytime you walk into a room and they're talking about something that you've personally been through, and you feel something, you like jump into it and you engage into the conversation, but then you didn't really know like what was happening before you walked in the room. But anyways, yeah. Pay attention, sis. Pay attention. I'll talk about myself. So I was just like, oh Lord, I hope they didn't think that I was in here doing that, but just coming through, pressing the like button, and that work. All right, then enjoy your day, Selena. I appreciate you for coming through and doing that. But you all, I'm getting ready to get off of here. Like I said, if I go out and I see something new out there in the back, then I'll come back on here and I, give y'all another 20 to 30 minutes, and show y'all, what's going on out in the garden today. But other than that, you all enjoy your day. Thank you again for coming over here and spending time with Life with Tashana, where life is like a box of chocolate. We believe in growing over here, where we are, whether it's inside of the garden or inside of our hearts, inside of us. Whatever we grow with the garden, we try to mesh it together and we try to grow together so we can see the manifestation of how we're growing using the things that we grow outside in the garden. If you're interested in becoming a high class gardener, then all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. And I would appreciate if you like the video. And if you have any questions about gardening, whatever we know over here, we don't mind answering those questions over here. But this is just not a gardening channel. This is a channel about growing in life, point blank, period. Having conversations about those types of things. But why we call the high class gardeners over here? That's what we call high class gardeners. High class gardeners doesn't mean we believe in growing stuff in the yard all year round. But the part that make us high class over here is because we don't mess around with no bugs no snakes and no worms. And then they be like, Shauna, how you gonna grow a garden and you don't mess around with none of those things? Let a snake or something show up. The proof is in the pudding already on here. We jump leaps and bounds to get away from snakes and bugs and all of that stuff like that. Now I can grow the food, but I got somebody that'll go out there and, scoop the bugs up and all of that, which qualifies me as a high class gardener because I don't mess with those type of things. And as a matter of fact, talking on real life, in real life, I don't like messing around with those types of things. Um, in real life, I don't like messing around with people. We classify them as snakes, people we classify as bugs, people who we classify as worms. None of those things we don't like messing around with over here. So, if you're interested in being a high class gardener, then that's what we're talking about. Become a high class gardener. And we'll see y'all the next time we come through with whatever it is we got going on in life. Love you, Brown Eyes. See you next time. You do like wise, my friend. Thank you very much. But till next time, y'all have an amazing day. And I'll see y'all the next time.